Let's do one more aggressively now.
Nature is spectacular. Let's do what we can to keep it that way.
But don't bark the word do.
Nature is spectacular. Let's do what we can to keep it that way. Like moving 1 ton of
From the top.
From the top. Nature is spectacular. Let's do what we can to keep it that way. Like moving 1 ton of freight nearly 500 miles on a single gallon of fuel. CSX, how tomorrow moves.
Beautiful. Love that, Tony. And I love the files you sent me. Those were just great. Really
great.
well done.
Thank you. Thanks.
Very nice. Here we go.
Value this time in your life, kids, because this is the time in your life when you still have your choices, and it goes by so fast. When you're a teenager, you think you can do anything, and you do. Your 20s are a blur. Your 30s, you raise your family, you make a little money, and you think to yourself, what happened to my 20s? Your 40s, you grow a little potbelly. You grow another chin. The music starts to get too loud. One of your old girlfriends from high school becomes a grandmother. The music is still loud, but it doesn't matter because you can't hear it anyway. 70s, you and the wife retire to Fort Lauderdale, start eating dinner at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, lunch around 10, breakfast the night before. And you spend most of your time wandering around malls, looking for the ultimate soft yogurt and muttering, how come the kids don't call? The 80s, you've had a major stroke, and you end up babbling to some Jamaican nurse that your wife can't stand, but who you call Mama. Any questions?
Oh, somebody tell a joke. I'm so depressed. Oh, my God.
That was from City Slickers.
Just YouTube.
Oh, okay. Life's full of compromises. You give up high performance for high capacity. You pass on your favorite foods to fit into your favorite jeans. And with credit cards, find one with a low interest rate and you could give up important services. But now there's a credit card with no compromises. The low-rate Optima card from American Express. Call now, 1-800-FOR-OPTIMA. Get the savings and the service with no compromises and no annual fees.
Beautiful, man. Great start. You sound all rested. Okay.
Question for you.
Here you go.
Question for you.
Planted question.
Yeah, seriously.
So, if you to read long form scripts, how is the best way to practice doing that without flubbing and having to go back and like, in essence, almost an audiobook, but long form script without
People
screen.
have
How can you practice?
There's no one way to do it. People have lots of different ways of doing it. The way I do stuff is something comes in, it's 50 or 60 pages. I'll walk around the yard with a pencil and I'll read it out loud, or I'll lay on the couch and read, and every time I flub, I'll circle it. Then I get through the whole thing on one big cold read. If it's in chapters, then I go back and I clean up the first chapter or the first card that goes with the PowerPoint presentation, right? And then I'll rehearse that until it's damn near perfect. And then I open Pro Tools and then I lay it down. I never, ever open Pro Tools unless I've rehearsed anything. Even if it's long, even when I did my long form stuff for the home study course, I rehearsed the crap out of that stuff. Rob called me one year, I think I told you this story, and he said it was taking him too long to do books. It was taking him a 300-page book, 80 hours. And he asked me what I did, and I said, well, I rehearsed this stuff. And he said, oh, I would just go in and run Pro Tools, and you just, adding time. Some people don't like doing that, but I've always done that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Butterfly. And granddaddy of
Go from the top.
cockroach.
Go from the top. Here we go.
You're listening to 105.5 The Cockroach, playing all today's greatest bands like the Beatles, Iron Butterfly, and granddaddy of them all, Papa Roach. 105.5 The Cockroach of modern music for the modern world.
That's pretty good. Go back to the Wolfman Jack one.
You're listening to 105.5 The Cockroach, playing all today's greatest bands like the Beatles, Iron Butterfly, and granddaddy of them all, Papa Roach. 105.5 The Cockroach of modern music for the modern world.
Good job. Oh, that rocks. I love that Wolfman Jack approach.
support system.
All right, that would help.
That'd be great. It takes the right amount of coastal air, the perfect amount of water, and a whole lot of California sunshine. But the most important ingredient in every California avocado isn't in Mother Nature's hands, but in the hands of folks like Carl. Insist on California avocados, now in season.
Beautiful, I love that. It's a lot of fun. I love that. Read it really quickly.
Taco Bell's new XXL, how would you say this? It's XXL steak nacho.
Extra large.
I think
Well,
Taco
so
Bell
would you pronounce-
specifically says XXL.
Okay,
Does it say XXL
I
in the
think they say
commercial does?
XXL, yeah.
all right.
Okay.
Let's call that right.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Taco Bell's new XXL large. Taco Bell's new XXL steak nachos are not just a big meal for 6'10". Hold on, sorry. XXL, really? Really? That's all we got?
He's not buying it.
Okay.
Yes. So on that particular piece of copy right there, when they're going for like a all points bulletin or whatever, sort of like
Yeah.
public service announcement, would you want to do like more like a? Would you be a good idea to maybe approach it from like an announcer voice? It's kind of like that sort of like really kind of like quintessential like type of.
You can certainly try stuff like that.
Yeah.
Each of these people that are running these recording sessions have much different ideas about what emergency broadcast might mean.
Right.
So you would try multiple different things until their eyes lit up.
Okay.
And they said they liked you.
Gotcha.
It's not bad. It's a little low energy. You got to be crazy happy about this. Hiya.
Can I just start talking?
Yes.
The new Samsung Glide from Verizon Wireless. With the responsive touchscreen and slide-out keyboard, you won't be able to keep your hands off of it. The phones you want on the network you want to be on. America's most reliable network, Verizon Wireless.
There you go. Good
We
job.
all had that. We had that anticipation.
I'm like,
waiting for it.
what? Speak.
And what if we're not willing to hold on?
I tell you what, I couldn't stop laughing. I mean, me win the lottery, I couldn't believe it. I mean, at first I figured it was just my wife or even a couple of my friends playing a joke on me. But when they gave me the money, I knew it was for real. I've been playing those same numbers for like 2 years, and wow, it can really pay off. The Texas Lottery, somebody's got to win.
That's right. Good, partner. I just love that. Nice job. Here we go.
This was the story of a startup, a different kind of startup. The founders didn't meet in a boardroom, and this was headquarters. Their venture capital, you could say they lacked a strategy, but what they had was gumption, a belief in the power of nature, rosemary, sweet almond oil, and beeswax, for nourishing, effective skincare that says, I heart you, skin. People took notice. Sales went national. Then to Canada, sweeping Europe, Asia, Latin America, even Easter Island. Bert got famous. Splurged on his wardrobe. Fame never went to his scruffy-haired head. They put their commitment in writing, crafted their belief in sustainability, invested in community outreach, and nature is still CEO at a place where it started, at the start of a movement that started it all, Burt's Bees.
All right. You got to do something with your camera. I've got that whole thing on the top of your head.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I don't know. I have to hold this. Maybe. Oh boy, my lighting is so strange here.
yeah. Well, you've only been in performance for 40 years, so of course you wouldn't understand that. Fix it.
Would you suggest reading copy and then uploading it somewhere to like YouTube or to like TikTok or something, like just to as a means of practice, but also as a means of like having something out there, or
No.
no?
No. You're just uploading what you don't know about what you're doing.
No.
Even when we know what we're doing, nobody gives a crap about any of us. We're only cashing checks because it happens to be our turn. So having something out there is not the issue. you want your demo out there. If you've got a friend that's doing a video, needs a voiceover, then fine. You know what I mean? But it should be a project, not you screwing around hoping for the best.
Okay.
My mother's hands are veiny and strong. Her neck has veins. Her back has freckles. She used to do a
Wait,
trick.
you said back ass.
Well, back ass freckles.
Something you
Her
should
ass
know.
has freckles. Her back ass.
You should know nothing about.
Right, here we go. My mother's hands are veiny and strong. Her neck has veins. Her back has freckles. She used to do a trick where it looked like she would be pulling off her thumb when in fact she was not. Do you know this trick? Part of one's right thumb is made to look like part of one's left hand, and then it slides up and down the index finger of one left finger. Attached, then detached. It's an unsettling trick, and more so when my mother used to do it because she did it in a way where her hand shook.
Pick up.
Because she did it in a way where her hand shook. Pick up. Because she did it in a way where her hand sort of shook, vibrated, her neck vein protruding, with the sting possible of tending to pulling off one's finger. As children, we watched with both gleam and terror.
Fine. It's better. I like what you're doing with it.
Okay. Free. Now, when was the last time you heard that? A while, right? Well, at American Tire Supply, when you buy one all-weather radial tire, you get another one free, plus a free alignment. Hey, with a deal like this, how could you not afford to visit? So hurry down to your local American Tire Supply, where you can still hear the word free, subject to dealer participation.
Nice. Good for you, man. I love it. That's pretty good. Tony,
Let's give it a whirl.
give it a whirl.
Chapter 4.
Chapter 4, War and Peace.
In this world, there is real evil. In the darkest shadows and in the most ordinary places. These are the true stories of the innocent and the unimaginable. Between the things we see and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become a reality.
Nice. That's first rate. I love that.
Different ones in here. There's some politically incorrect ones in here.
Grab a hat.
All kinds of different ones.
It's Halloween, so we have to have a little bit of fun.
Look at this. See, there's one with the pharaoh here. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the Pharaoh hat's really cool. Larry, that's really great.
Just wait till you hear what I'm going to read.
Okay, fine.
Is it appropriately fitting?
Okay, so you got to lean forward into frame. All right, now we have Halloween spirit. Okay, and rolling on Larry. Here we go.
War has changed. When the battlefield is under total control, war becomes routine.
Yikes. Okay, well, it's even twice as creepy with hats. Oh my goodness.
Good job there, V from Vendetta.
I know.
I
All
got
right.
that one here too.
Okay, here we go.
Zero chance. I saw the dibs. Fight me. Fight me. Yeah. I will die with this hat on.
That soon?
I don't know. It's been a good run.
Yeah, that's right.
So I don't know if this will get me into Valhalla, but you know,
Yeah.
I've got a good shot.
Might get you to the next Harry Potter. Right?
Yeah. I will refrain from making jokes about that because
All right,
we're trying to keep PG-13 here.
That's right.
here we go.
Coke's secret formula. Only 2 guys in the world know it. If something happened to one, the formula would be lost forever. And then cookouts would be catastrophic, Santa would be sleepy, summers would be sweltering, and a hole would tear right through the universe. Thankfully, the formula is safe, and so is the world.
Hooray. All right, Peter has joined the hat party. You still have to tilt that camera down, Peter. It cuts off you. There you go. All right, Todd, you're up. Todd, unmute.
If we were doing this next week, I'd have a hat arriving, but I'm sorry I don't have a hat this time around. But...
Well, maybe we will do it next week.
Right. To continue. In step 4, you're going to study for 1.5 to 2.5 hours, depending on the complexity of the material. This can be done individually, in a study group with classmates, or a combination of both. The key to studying for this amount of time is that for every 30 minutes of studying, take a 5 to 10 minute break. The break provides time for the information to soak in and to avoid becoming mentally drained from studying too much material for a long period of time. In step 5, we have reward time. Reward time can be anything that you like to do for leisure. This can include watching a movie, playing video games, communicating with family, friends, or on social media. Some may even take this time to prepare for the next day.
Nice. I love that. Barry, you're up. Oh my God, is that a hat I see? You do have a hat. Everybody.
Something I have nearby.
Cool. Here we go.
The 10 Commandments, the top 40, the 20 best cinema kisses, the 50 greatest athletes in history, 100 places you should visit before you die, the 5 world's wealthiest men, and 3 things you take to a desert island. There are guest lists, shopping lists, blacklists, exam pass lists, and lists it's best not to be on. Humans love lists. It's a desperate attempt by man to make order out of chaos. There are thousands of different lists, and all of them have something in common. On a list, there is always a first. The rest follow behind. New Mercedes-Benz S-Class, one step further.
Nice, Barry. First rate. Peter, you're up.
Ready?
Nice hat.
Thank you.
But I don't want to go among mad people, Alice remarked.
Oh, you can't help that, said the cat. We're all mad here. I'm mad. You're mad.
How do you know I'm mad?
Said Alice. You must be, said the cat, or you wouldn't have come here.
That it?
That's it.
Brilliant. Good job. All right. Here we go.
Thank you for calling 800 Travel System. If you know your travel consultant assistant, please dial it now. For the best possible service, this call may be monitored or recorded. For a company directory, press 9. For air reservation, press 1. If you have a reservation on hold or have already purchased your tickets, press 2. For Las Vegas, Hawaii, and Orlando, air and hotel packages, press 3. To hear these options again, press 4.
Nice. Good job, man.
Celebrate Christmas. From the top.
Well, thanks for coming by.
Celebrate Christmas in Rockefeller Center with Shakira, Michael Bublé, and Alicia Keys. Hosted by 30 Rock's Jane Krakowski and from Chuck, Zachary Levi. Live, Wednesday at 8/7 Central on NBC. Sponsored by Zales.
Good for you. You're getting the hang of it. I like
You're doing it all wrong. You listen to the wrong music. You like the wrong food.
It's even funnier with the Pharaoh saying that. You're doing it all wrong. I must kill you.
You're doing it all wrong. You listen to the wrong music. You like the wrong foods. You value the wrong things. You have a strange life, even stranger friends. But it's all yours, and that's exactly right. Not submitting to the labels carelessly provided. Not apologizing for what you love. Not afraid to say what you say. So keep running after your passions that others don't understand. Keep running towards joy because that's who you are. And who you are is amazing. If only we could be brave to enough.
Yeah, fix that.
Okay, so I'll just pick up from there. If only we could be brave enough to be what we really are. We understand. We've been spent. Oh man. Okay.
Right there.
We understand. We've spent 65 years running towards what we see in our heads, unconcerned with the limitations or opinions, open to the possibilities of imagination, building the world's finest automobiles and racing towards amazing things that can happen when you do all the wrong things.
Nice.
So, it's kind of a weird.
Yeah, it's a very strange copy. I think that's fine on that.
Okay.
Nice. Tony.
Hey man, you got to eat the turkey.
Where you going, man?
Hey man, you gotta eat the checker double decker. Not just 99 cents, man. 2 huge parties. Try to find a bigger, better burger for less. The checker double decker. Now just 99 cents.
Burger,
99 cents. All right, maybe that.
Probably.
I'm sorry, that didn't cut it. So how about
That's
this?
okay.
Let's try this one.
You should grow your hair out.
There.
Okay, now you're
How about
good.
This one. Yeah. Okay. You gotta eat the checker double decker. Now just 99 cents. 2 huge patties. Try to find a bigger, better burger for less. The checker double decker. Now just 99 cents.
It's
Hey,
pretty.
I kind of sound like Peter.
Yeah, kinda.
Or what's the island of misfit toys? The little.
Nobody wants to play with a Charlie in the box.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, well that's probably enough of that.
And scene.
And scene.
Fade to black.
Exits. Stage left.
Yeah.
Okay. I need a profile shot of you. There we go. Okay. Rolling.
Tomorrow at 8, Animal Planet brings 12 animal experts through the most grueling job interview on the planet to see if they have the knowledge, the courage, and on-screen personality to win a killer prize, their own television show. Jeff Cortland hosts King of the Jungle. Rumble continues tomorrow at 8, only on Animal Planet.
Cool. The hat makes that work.
Jerky punches gas station jerky in the face. Seriously, this is the best beef jerky you can find. Man up and take it for a spin. The Blue Ox Beef Jerky Company. Real men eat jerky.
Good. Give it to us as a prospector now.
Jerky punches gas station jerky in the face. Seriously, this is the best beef jerky you can find. Man up and take it for a spin. The Blue Ox Beef Jerky Company. Real men eat jerky.
That's great. It's amazing that you have a talking hat.
Oh, thank you. Yes, you can see
Yes, yes, that's right.
My nose hit the microphone.
Maybe this wasn't a good idea.
I don't know if it's close enough.
This is an excellent idea.
Okay, fine. But Farron's missing it. That's why we have to do it next. Then that's so that it pulls the gravel in.
I noticed too, I kind of switched up about halfway through.
Right.
It's kind of like graduating to another voice. So
Otherwise, it goes rain
Yeah.
instead of rain.
Yeah.
We never paid any heed to the ancient prophecies. Like fools, we clung to the old hatreds and fought as we had for generations. Until the day the sky rained fire and a new enemy came upon us. We stand now upon the brink of destruction, for the reign of chaos has come at last.
Better. Way better. Good for you. God, okay. Again.
NASCAR this morning, Sundays at 10:30 on Comcast Sportsnet.
All right, there goes your day job. You're in. That's perfect.
You had to get a character for that. You know, really just gotta embrace
I
that
know.
new store, sort of, you know, yeah.
The mystery of the Bermuda Triangle remains. Why do more ships and planes vanish in the Bermuda Triangle without a trace than anywhere else on Earth? Pilot error, water spouts, riptides, all plausible explanations. But what is the real truth? The Discovery Channel presents The Mystery of the Bermuda Triangle.
I love that.
The hat is just, I looked up and I was like, oh my god, this is so fitting. It's just, everybody's just getting, really getting into character, you know?
It's totally wrong, but I'd send it in.
Man of the Sea, you know?
I know.
Oh, St. Nicholas, Kareem said.
Peter, it's got to be a little bit clearer than that.
Oh.
On that first.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
on the first part.
What's the matter?
St. Nicholas asked. Oh, St. Nicholas, Kareem said. We aren't important enough for such a big occasion. Last year, the Archangel made heaven sparkle with gold and silver. The year before, the heavenly choir celebrated Christmas with harps and trumpets and hundreds of voices singing in a magnificent chorus. We could do that? Let's pick up. What could we do that would be good enough? Asked Petra, the music angel.
Beautiful. Beautiful, Peter. First from the top.
Yeah, let's go from the top.
A little more voice.
A little more voice, yes, yes. For many folks, country isn't a place, it's a state of mind. It's watching a glorious sunrise from their breakfast table. It's spending a lazy afternoon in the company of golden light. To them, it's the experience of living Anderson Light. To learn more about Anderson Light, see your Anderson window expert at 1-800-426-4261.
Very nice. I love that. I like the time you take on the phone number.
Chapter 6 of 4 more beats.
Happy Honda days are here again, which means your Honda dealer is offering great deals on every car in stock. This holiday season, the perfect time to get into a new Accord, popular Civic, fun-loving Fit, or any Honda you desire. Just choose your favorite color and think Honda for the holidays.
Perfecto. That's your magic hat.
That's the magic hat.
That's good, man. That's really
Yeah.
The Honda days are here.
Oh, Adia, you under a lot of pressure down here.
right down in the beach.
While Titanic is the most infamous of all ship disasters, the fate of her sister ships, Olympic and Britannic, were similarly tragic. From the beginning, the histories of these three ill-fated liners were joined by a series of mysterious coincidences. Were these gems of the White Star Line jinxed? Join us for Doomed Ships of the Titanic on the History Channel.
It's perfect with you playing with his tentacles.
What the History Channel?
Ready for some fun in the sun? Not without our oversized beach towels. Scott Surf Shop has everything to cover you at the beach, including swimming apparel, sunblock, scuba gear, flip-flops, and oversized beach towels. Made with shake-away technology, they make sure you leave the beach at the beach before you drive to the cottage. Stop by Scott Surf Shop to start your summer off right.
That's a great surfer, Peter. I love that. First,
Thanks, dude.
step up to the bar there.
Premiering this holiday season, you can bring your family together with Curious George's first ever holiday movie. It's a holiday classic you'll want to watch again and again. Curious George's A Very Monkey Christmas, now on DVD.
There you go. Now I buy that. That's very monkey-like now. Okay.
You think you can run from me?
Listen.
You think you can run from me? You think you can escape my clutches? I am the fear that makes you sick to your stomach. I am the bump in the night. I am the monster in the closet. I am why you lock your doors when you go to bed. Your nightmares will be a welcome relief from the hellscape that I bring with me. Whether you fight or submit, it makes no difference in the end. The outcome will remain the same.
Good for you. You feel that?
Yeah.
How you're drafting the gravel in rather than squeezing it in.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yes, totally. Great. Pat. All right. That's right. We watch Stir Crazy. That's right. We're bad. We're bad when they're walking into the jail.
Now, let me just tell you, you can get your favorite pizza from Pizza Hut for only $10. Choose the size you want, the toppings you love for just $10. Only at your Pizza Hut. But I got to tell you, additional charge for stuffed crust and extra cheese may apply.
It's a good start. It's too pinched.
Too pinched?
Think more in terms of a fat Tony.
Well,
It's too squeezed.
Get your favorite pizza from Pizza Hut for only $10. Choose the size you want and the toppings you love for just $10. Only at your Pizza Hut. But additional charge for stuffed crust and extra cheese may apply.
Like that. You should wear that hat all the time.
all the time.
Yeah.
I know.
You get the walk to go with it.
That's right.
And a cane, no doubt, yeah. Yeah. And a cane,
Yeah, I need the cane.
Yeah.
All right.
The time loop was served at last. The battle spanning 2,000 years came to an end, and peace prevailed. The light of the four crystals revived the wind, water, earth, and fire. It all began with a trivial hiccup. It all began with a trivial misunderstanding, but it was enough to open Garland's heart of darkness. His hatred swelled with the four forces of nature, and from it were born the four fiends of chaos. Evil swallowed the world, plunging it into darkness. But that is now part of the stuff of legends, thanks to the courage and strength of the four warriors. The warriors will travel in time once more, the world to which they will be restored to its nature state. Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, even Garland will be there, oblivious to what happened in that time-twisted dimension. But when did it all happen? The source of chaos lay in the strand of time looped around to connect 2,000 years. Four warriors were chosen by the very same forces that had plunged the world into darkness. These four forces were the key to banishing the darkness as well. And when everything was over, the memories of the four warriors' journey to the past was destined to be lost forever. But their deeds will survive in people's hearts as legend. The tales will be passed down for generations to come. Dwarves and elves, dragons, and people who reach for the stars, all will cherish the tales. The warriors are returning, traveling back from the world 2,000 years past. With the memory of their journey buried deep within their hearts, they will carry on their lives and watch over the world.
Nice. Love that. Balanced breakfast.
Yeah.
That's
And they have like all this other stuff that actually pulls the weight of the whole breakfast. Where it's like
yeah.
half the table.
From the top. From the top.
Why settle for boring cereal when you can go big with chocolate honeycomb? Great chocolate tasted in humongous pieces, and chocolate honeycomb is part of this balanced breakfast. It's better when it's bigger.
There you go. Nice. Love that.
Yeah, they got a whole Denny's grandson.
Oi!
Oh my
Your
God.
world.
Bend the knee.
Fine.
Kiss the ring. We are not amused.
We bring Tribeca to your home whenever you want. Passionate about movies? We invent ways to love them even more. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
That's the most boring thing I've ever heard in my life. Do it right.
That was the king.
And then they shot him.
We bring Tribeca to your home whenever you want. Passionate about movies? We invent ways to love them even more. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
There you go. Fabuloso.
Like 20,000 times better.
Yes. Okay. Here we go.
Well done. I didn't make enough cash.
If you're a curious person, you may wonder at the spectacle of a cow who can talk. But you better get over it, because right now I, a cow who can talk, is standing outside an Archway Cookie Bakery wearing a hairnet. Why? Well, recently I quit my job at the dairy farm, just kind of burned out, making one glass of milk after another, wondering what's it all about. Then, as if drawn by some irresistible force, I wound up sneaking into the Archway Cookie Bakery wearing the aforementioned hairnet, which looks pretty funny on me because I'm a cow. Moo. Remember? The next thing you know, I'm actually in the bakery. I mean, wow! Talk about taking cookie making to an art form. These cookies are made with only the finest ingredients, which makes them so delicious that after taste testing a few thousand samples on the job, I realized that as long as Archway's making cookies, I got some serious lactating to do. Archway, classic cookie jar material.
Yay! Good job, Peter. Good job, everybody.